Assalamu alaikum everybody. So my ingredients for my naan is 2 cups of self-raising flour, 1 cup of plain yogurt, and a pinch of salt. And for my hummus is some salt and pepper, oregano, and oil, and a tin of chickpeas. So first we're going to add 2 cups of self-raising flour into my mixer. Then we're going to add some yogurt to this. 1 cup of yogurt. Then we're going to start mixing. You can also do it by hand, but I prefer to do it by mixer. So after it's done, it should start to look something like this, just a normal dough. And you're gonna have to split it into probably about, if you want a medium size, 4 of these. And you're going to have to roll them. You're gonna have to put some flour so that the dough does not stick to the table, and try to make it as round as you can. Before I start rolling, I tend to make it into a small bowl and then start rolling to make it more. Now you want to put your pan on some medium heat while you're rolling this, so that it's hot when you put your naan on. I tend to stretch it to make it more bigger, as it's quicker than rolling too. When you've done rolling your naan, you can put it on the pan. So normally you put it on quite a high heat at first, on the first time you put it on, and then on the second flip you're going to have to put it higher. So you're going to have to wait, and on the second flip you're going to have to put it a bit lower, as it's already kind of cooked through. If you want the naan to cook better, you can just start to press it with this. So every 1 minute or so, you're gonna have to check on it, just in case it's burnt. So it'll start to cook from the inside, and when you put your spatula on it, you'll feel that it's not sticky anymore. Apart from the edges, it will still also be a bit sticky. And then you have to lift it up a bit just to check if it's ready. And then I can see that mine's not ready, as I've done it a bit thick. You'll also be able to see that there'll be air bubbles, and the naan will start coming up. That means it's been rolled very good. So now I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to put the heat lower. So on the second flip, it'll cook a lot more quicker, as the first one is going to cook nearly all of it, and you can just check on that. I'm going to flip it once more, and this is going to be our last flip. So now when you take it and you put it onto the plate, you're going to flip it once more. And that's done. So that's our naan here. And when you put it on here, another thing that you can do is either put ghee or butter. We tend to put ghee on it. So you just get the back of a spoon and you just rub it on like that. This will make the naan soft later instead of hardening very quickly. So this is our naan, and now we are going to move on to our hummus. So we've got 1 tin of chickpeas right here, and we're going to blend. We've got some salt and pepper, oregano, and oil, which we're also going to add. So with oil, I tend to put a bit, not as much. It's how kind of you like it. There's not a certain amount of it you can put. So I'm going to open this, and I'm going to put my salt and pepper, some oregano, and I'm not going to add all my oil right now, but I'm going to add bit by bit. So I'm going to add a bit right now, and I'll add a bit later. I'm going to close it and mash it. So because of my masher, it doesn't always, it kind of sticks to the side. So then and now you have to just push it down to the middle again. So as I said, we're going to put a bit more oil now. I'm going to add the rest later. So now I'm going to put all my chickpeas back into the middle, and I can see it's starting to get that hummus kind of feel. Now I'm going to add the rest of my oil and put all the chickpeas back into the middle. So now our hummus is done, and it should be starting to look like that. And then you can also add some chili powder to make it chili or however you like it. We've got our naan, then we cut it up and put it into the bowl. And this is my hummus and naan.